shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Okay, welcome to the Village of Wappers Falls monthly regular meeting of the Mayor and Board of Trustees. Today's Wednesday, October 11th. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could you please remain standing for a moment of silence for three longtime residents that passed away recently? Joan DeMarco, Dick Masterson, Mrs. Nesnick, Trustee Nesnick's mother. Thank you. Can we have, do we have anything for recognition, announcements, or any special events?
Nope.
November 11th, we're going to have a ceremony up at the MIA Park for Veterans Day. That'll be at 11 a.m. And we still have another meeting before that, but let people know that now. I don't know if, we're going to go through our committees later on, so I think that's when we'll go through the rest of that stuff. Roll call. Mayor Huber.
Present.
Trustee Nicholas.
Here.
Trustee Telezak.
Here.
Trustee Nesnick. Absent. Trustee Williams.
Here.
Trustee Ruffin.
Here.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Village Attorneys Lindars and Youngworth. Absent. Action on minutes. Regular Village Board meeting, September 13th.
Get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
A second? Mike?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Second monthly Village Board meeting, September 27th.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second? John?
I'll second.
James? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Authorization to pay bills as per approved warrants.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mike? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
May I have a motion to open up the public hearing tonight? It's a local law entitled Local Law will be number 2, 2023. Please take notice the purpose and intent of the proposed local law is to create a new chapter entitled Village Constables in order to supplement the Village Wappers Falls Police Department on those occasions when the manpower available is insufficient to meet the demands of the department. Can I have a motion to open the hearing?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. It's open.
Are there any comments from the board on the proposed local law?
The budget lines and where we at.
They got a comment?
Are there any comments from the public on the proposed local law? Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make it.
Second?
Second.
Mike? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 5523 of 2023. Let me just take a minute to explain resolutions quickly to everyone so everybody understands we're going in a little different direction now. I'm going to have copies of all the resolutions for the public next to the agendas moving forward. The full resolutions will be there. The full resolutions will also be on the website for those who want to see the resolutions out there in TV land. Full resolutions will be in this packet that the village board gets. Okay? Agenda will have a mix. I found out today that some resolutions have to be on the agenda in full. Some do not have to be. I don't know one from the other, so I'm going to be asking the paralegals, when they give me the resolutions, give me the abbreviated one as well as the full resolution, so I know how to mix them on the agenda. And I think that'll clarify a lot of it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So that's the long and short of it. Public gets them over there every time you attend. Okay, resolution number 5523, resolution adopting a local law number 2 for the year 2023, creating a new chapter for village constables. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Oh, it's roll call.
Have the roll call. Trustee Nesnick is absent. Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Ruffin,
Aye.
Trustee Tillishak,
Aye.
Trustee Williams,
Aye.
Trustee Nicholas,
Yes.
I also am aye.
Mayor Huber and I. Okay, carried. I also put on the agenda, for those of you who want to read the local law, I put it on the agenda in total. That's pages 3, 4, 5, 6. The bottom of page 6 is resolution number 5423, 2022. Resolution appointing the police commissioner of the Village of Wappers Falls Police Department.
Get a motion?
So moved.
There a second?
I'll second it.
Who was that?
James? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Was that John Tillishak?
Now James, second.
No, I mean-
Mike made the motion.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Carried.
All right.
I think that was
Roll call. Page
10.
10. Trustee Nesnick, absent.
Yeah.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Ruffin,
Aye.
Trustee Tillishak,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Aye.
Trustee Nicholas,
Yes.
carried. Oh, Mayor.
Aye.
You don't have to vote, Mayor, but if you want to, you can. Okay, that takes care of that. Resolution number 5623, 2023, hiring police officer part-time. Whereas the village hereby desires to hire Salvatore Russo as a part-time police officer. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Oh,
James.
James.
There a second?
Mike Ruffin, second.
Trustee Nesnick, absent. Trustee Smith,
Aye.
Trustee Ruffin,
Aye.
Trustee Tillizak,
Aye.
Trustee Williams.
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
I'm missing somebody.
He did. Same guy all the time.
Who is it?
Joe.
I gotta call the attorney and tell her. I get these from them.
Okay.
Trustee Nicholas.
Aye.
I'll keep trying to check, but I get them and I just copy and paste. Okay, carried. Resolution 5323, 2023, bloodborne pathogens exposure control plan. That falls on me and my safety committee to make sure that our village employees are up to speed with all that's involved with bloodborne pathogens, and it's going to be quite a operation. There's a lot involved in it. You've had the plan to look at. I would respectfully ask for a motion to accept the plan.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Mike Ruffin and Tillage.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Call of election. This is the kickoff of the election season for March 2024. I always like to start it early. It's October. Gives us a few meetings in between. Resolution by the Village Board of Trustees, Village of Wappingers Falls, New York, as follows. Section 1, that pursuant to Section 504 of the election law, the general village election of and for said village will be held on the 19th day of March 2024, and that the polls shall be open for voting between the hours of 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. Section 2, that the said village has been divided into 3 election wards, and that the description of said wards, together with the polling place for each such ward, is as follows. Election Ward 1, all that portion of said village lying north and west of the Wappingers Creek. The polling place for Ward 1 is the Village Hall, 2582 South Avenue, Village. That's right here. That's the Ward 1. Everything on the other side of the stone bridge going north. Election Ward 2. Election Ward 2 is comprised of all that portion of said village generally bounded as follows. On the south, by the village boundary line. On the north, by the East Main Street. On the east, by South Avenue. And on the west, by the Wappinger Creek. Polling place is the Village Hall, South Avenue, Village, right here. Election Ward 3, all that portion of the village lying outside the 2 wards just described. The polling place is Village Hall, 2582 South Avenue. Section 4, this resolution shall take effect immediately. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
John T.
John Tilisek, second by Trustee Smith.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Carried.
I have another one. Resolution designating offices to be filled at the next general election and the terms thereof. Be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Wappingers Falls, New York, as follows. That pursuant to Subdivision 3A of Section 15104 of the election law, this board does hereby designate the offices to be filled at the general village election March 19, 2024, and the respective terms of such offices are as follows. Trustee, First Ward, 2 years. Trustee, Second Ward, 2 years. Trustee, Third Ward, 2 years. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. Second.
I'll second.
Mike Ruffin. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Carried. Thank you. By executive order, the mayor of the Village of Wappingers Falls, please be advised that during the evening hours of October 30th, 2023 through November 1st, 2023, between the hours of 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following day, it shall be unlawful for any minor to congregate, loiter, wander, remain, or play in or upon any public place, public park, public area, street, road, or highway in the village. This is for Halloween curfew, by the way. The terms remain, and loiter means to linger or stay, or fail to leave premises when requested to do so by a police officer, owner, operator, or other person in control of the premises. B, minor means under the age of 18 years of age. This does not have to be voted on. It's an executive order from the mayor.
So moved.
Day and night I received a call today from our village engineer, Todd Atkinson, that this is not ready to be approved yet.
No.
I'm going to move it to
Workshop?
November. Yeah.
November?
Approval Mizzier Homestead Alarm System. That's the Doyle security system I've brought up maybe 3 meetings. I met with the treasurer today, went over all the options, and we are in agreement, I think you are all in agreement, that the best option is on page 2 of 3, which is called the Doyle Advantage Plan. Installation fee will be $729.31, and you get a whole lot out of that because all the equipment that's over there, and there's a whole list of them there, are all going to be new items. Also, the fees monthly will be $170 a month, but you get the service agreement, you get the annual inspection agreement, and you get continuous cellular monitoring. We need this. I would respectfully ask the village board to approve the village clerk to receive the contract and approve it contingent on village attorney's review and approval.
Could I just ask you, John, the treasurer, where did she feel the best place to take the money was at?
Homestead.
Homestead?
I have a homestead. By the way, if you don't know, I'm the liaison to the homestead.
Okay.
No, I made sure of that,
All right.
trustee Smith.
I just want to make sure it's not coming out of parks.
It's coming out of water. Okay, can I have a motion?
I'll give you the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
The
Carried.
second part of this will be coming along is the proposal for the cameras. So starting the workshop at the end of this month, I'll make a proposal for the cameras in the Mizzier Park, of which I would
That's
ask
the whole park.
the whole park. I would respectfully ask the police commissioner to work with me on that, because I think the monitoring will take place over there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you for that. That'll make a lot of folks happy. Approve standardized 30-day advance notice for Mediterranean cuisine. It's on the back page of this handout. This is routine work. What I do in these cases is I go to the building inspector, Brian Murphy, and ask him if he's okay with it, and he said he was. This, for those of you who don't know where this is, it's next to Planet Fitness over there by the Home Depot Plaza. As you pull in, it's on the right-hand side. Can I have a motion to grant the 30-day advance notice?
Make the motion.
Second?
I'll second the motion.
Nick Ruffin.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval to accept correspondence from William T. Garner Engine Company. The DPW Superintendent for the Village of Wappers Falls, John Nukovic, I always get that.
I can't even say
Sorry,
it.
John. Will be deemed a friend of the firehouse and as such will respond to daytime calls firematically, but is not granted full membership. This will allow an experienced fireman and former officer in the volunteer fire service the ability to assist our department when necessary, be covered under village when necessary, and will be covered under village insurance, but as a friend of the firehouse will not be afforded full membership nor voting rights with respect to the fire companies. Can I have approval to accept the correspondence?
I'll make that motion.
There's a second?
I'll second that motion.
Nick Ruffin again.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Carried. It's always nice to get a volunteer. Okay, can I have this has been on this was on last month's agenda, the housekeeping for these accounts. And we would like to have a motion to accept the finance housekeeping that was on the last board agenda and still identical for this one.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is that Mike?
Yes.
Opposed? Carried.
Perfect. Monthly updates, police, trustee Ruffin.
There's a lot of moving pieces with the police department right now. There's an addition of constables. There have been, I can't even tell you because it's too many complaints to count about traffic and parking violations. Constables, hopefully, I'm pretty confident are going to help solve a lot of that, of those issues, as well as be court officers when they're not on traffic detail. Does anybody, Paul, would you like to speak for the police department? Is there anything I'm sure you'd like to speak to?
Mayor's Curtain. I'll give you all a copy of the report. I just wanted to hit some highlights. Well, Marty Finneran's in the audience. He is the main new constable, so he's here tonight. Introduce yourself later. Just wanted to go over officer injuries and overtime. That's going to be in the packet here, but we still have a couple people out on that. Overtime's been kept down to a minimum, and we still have that hour overtime during the week for the school buses. So that's still going on. I have officers that are currently in field training. We're still working on the accreditation. Some items that I wanted to know. I wanted to bring and recognize Detective Jeff Weaver this month. Celebrates 38 years serving the village. This month is his anniversary. And, I have to say that everybody here knows Jeff, but he goes well above and beyond for me on a daily basis. He logs the most part-time hours, comes in and fills shifts when nobody else will. Oftentimes has worked by himself over the summer when we couldn't get anybody else to come in. So I just wanted to give him a little public recognition and thank him for his 38 years of service. Police constables, like we said, they're going to be working the court starting the next court date, and they will also be out doing the parking. So we are, although the village has been kind of lax in parking enforcement recently, the new constables will be out there. They will be enforcing parking regulations. We are going to go down in the central business district, introduce them, explain the parking regulations before he starts writing tickets down there to give everybody a fair shot. So that'll be happening. Some specific incidents on September 8th, 2023. A subject sold $692.29 worth of merchandise from Home Depot in the Imperial Plaza. As a direct result of our staff member being assigned to the Hudson Valley Crime Analysis Center, using both facial recognition and the flock camera system that we discussed, the suspect and suspect vehicle were identified in a matter of 15 minutes. So that's really working out over there. And we've had a couple of older cases that we were able to go back and solve recently. So that's really working out for us over there. The rest of the stuff that I'm going to give you, I'm not going to bore you with. The traffic stats are in here and the amount of calls. We've received the grant funding for $19,000 for the live scan system, and I'm in the process of applying for a New York State non-matching grant for technology. So we're looking at probably close to $200,000 worth of application money. Any questions for me?
Paul, just want to say congratulations on your official appointment tonight.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for your
I
hard
would like to thank you guys for giving my official appointment tonight. And I would like to thank you for approving the constables. I think that's going to be a huge asset for us.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
Well, what are the parking policies?
Just the signage that's up. We're just going to be enforcing the existing parking laws. Although the legislative committee is working to enhance and change those and bring them more in line with what they should be.
Yep. And as soon as our workshop, no spoilers, but during our workshop meeting, maybe we'll have a public hearing on that too. As soon as Ian gets back, depending on how fast he can work on that.
Okay. You were up on West Street the other day, correct?
We were up on West Street the other day. We were looking at a daycare center where there's no area for parents to drop off in front of the building. Where they stop, they drop off their kids. And we were considering a 15-minute drop off during business hours only. On the other side of West Street, across from the daycare, there's a no parking sign that can be pushed back to the legal limit by a fire hydrant, thus creating one more parking spot on West Street. Is that the south side of the street, Paul? On West Street, where people park there by the garages?
Correct.
Yeah. So we can potentially create another parking spot too, which is great.
All right.
Now,
Met the commissioner up there, so.
You mean push it back?
push the no parking sign back to the fire
To make
hydrant limit, and that will create a parking spot.
Passageway for cars to go around.
No,
I think we're saying the same thing with.
we're saying the same thing in different ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right, trustee Nesnick is not here to speak about finance. Anybody have anything for finance? Highway, trustee Smith.
Yeah, I would, Super John, the highway super, had interviewed about 6 of the 44 applications. The first one he picked, didn't take it because of money, I guess. The second one is Daniel Pluckett, and I have a letter recommending that we hire him along with his application. I've discussed it with Mr. Trustee Nichols, and we're both agreeing that should give the supervisor what he needs because snow is coming. So I'd like to make a motion to hire Danielle Pluckett.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second it.
John Tilacek, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Just give that to John so we can get a resolution on that for that hire.
Yep.
Please, thank you.
Did you have anything else on highway?
No, they're just getting ready for the winter.
Okay, fire, trustee Nicholas.
Yes, last month, our last meeting, we talked about the possible fire chief's car, and I said I'd get numbers, and I have the numbers. I want to hand them out and talk about it real quick.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sure. So my struggles with this are how many different angles to look at it from. In my field, I go 7 years in advance on my budgets. And in here at the village, I don't think we do that. Because for this chief's car, if you look at it just this year, we don't have it in the budget, and it may not make sense, but if you look at this for 6 or 7 years in advance, it will probably save us money or by not spending money. So it depends on how we want to look at this thing. We can sell the one car, the 2015 Tahoe. Apparently it's worth about $10,000 if we go through state bid. The purchase price of a new car, we're looking at $41,500, which for a 2023 Tahoe is actually fairly inexpensive. He's shaking his head yes. I can't imagine if we go to buy a new car, a new Tahoe next year or the year after, that it's not going to cost $60,000, $70,000, especially with the UAW on strike and Mack Truck just going on strike. So, like I said, if I look at it this year, it's not in our budget, but for the down payment and purchase price moving forward, it'll probably save us money because then we can also sell another truck. And even though we can sell it for about 60, I think. We owe a little bit more than that. We owe 77 was what I told this morning. But if we pay off 60,000 on a bond, now we're not paying interest on that 60,000. So that'll save us money and interest we're not paying. So I'm looking at this as not making money, but making money by not spending money as we go forward. And if we look at years 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, by not paying interest on those vehicles or that vehicle and saving money from buying a new car now instead of later, it probably makes sense. That's my opinion on it. Like I said, there's a lot of different angles to look at this from. Looking at it from a short term would be no, but looking at long term, like I said, I'm used to looking at things long term. I don't know what the village thinks. I've been doing this only since April, and I don't have a good feel for the pulse of the village on an item like this. So I struggle with a decision on this one.
Is that your motion?
Well, Just something to add to what Trustee Nicholas was saying about the 2011 Ford. That vehicle is depreciating faster than we're paying it off. We're already underwater, and as time goes on, Trustee Nicholas, do you know the numbers on what the depreciation is expected to be?
I do not know what the depreciation numbers on a fire truck would be.
Kevin?
I don't know.
Okay, 'cause that was also something we discussed, but I
Yeah.
don't have data to back that up at this time.
So, and even, further down, if you look, we have a rescue truck that's from 1987. I kind of cringe with that because if we don't do something with that soon, we're going to be probably driving it to the junkyard. A truck that old, I can't imagine keeping it and
We've
keeping
done
it.
it once before.
I'm sorry?
We've done it once before.
We've driven, according to Mayor Huber, we have driven a truck to a junkyard, a fire truck. We couldn't repair it anymore. So like I said, I struggle with this. Long term, it certainly makes sense to do it. Short term, I'm not sure how we could do it. Even being on a finance committee, we'd have to try to come up with the down payment somehow and $5,000 a year, which I think is what about the yearly payments would be.
Well, there is money in that line. I mean, as the budget states,
Still 5,000 in the line for the down payment, right?
to sell this car, there's 2 more payments.
So I'm told that the 5,000 actually isn't there, but if we sold the car, we could get the money from that car. That was the placeholders when I keep getting told about that 5,000. So if we sold like I said, if we sold the car, we certainly would have to $5,000 for the yearly payment.
I think we should put this to bed, and I'll make the motion to buy the Tahoe for the chief.
All right, there's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll make a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll abstain because, like I said, I just don't know. I've been struggling with this my whole life.
You gonna vote, Mayor?
I'll vote, yeah, I vote aye.
Carried. There's one more thing.
Yes.
What about the light bar that I've been hearing about? Are we gonna vote on that?
Can I speak or not?
Yeah.
So there's a bill that's sitting upstairs for 4 months that the clerk's talking about. It's for the whole light package and command box is separate and center console. So I would like to know what's going on with that tonight.
I mean,
Obviously, we're getting a truck now, so is that bill gonna get paid
I put
now?
3 signatures on it, so it should be paid. I don't know what happened to it.
Do I need to get it again?
No, I'll find it.
And I just dropped them off the other day for $4,500 for command box. So all these will be good going forward?
Yep, and you're gonna use the restricted fire fee money, you're saying?
Yes.
So we're gonna have to make a motion to move that
Yeah,
money over.
We have a motion to move money to pay the command box and the light bar
Did you move that into
from restricted funds
to equipment?
to equipment line.
Equipment line.
All right, is there a motion to move all that money there?
I'll make that motion.
And Mike Ruffin second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Good, finally.
Yeah, put that to bed.
Okay,
Gotta hear from you no more. Right, Mayor?
Yeah, no more.
Now you can go to work in the water fields.
Yes.
All right.
trustee Chelishak, Lake.
No news, nothing.
Okay, on safety, as I mentioned, bloodborne pathogens is going to be a big effort, large effort for me and my team. But we're going to, now that we have the control approved, I'm going to start that activity next week. Be all the departments, the firemen take care of their own. They do theirs routinely, so I might be able to piggyback off some of the training that they do. So that's it for safety.
Do you have a bloodborne pathogen training?
Yeah, we have to do it every year.
Do you
We have it in a SOP, SOG also, which is a standard operating procedure.
Have copies of those training
Sure.
programs? Okay, thank you.
What do you want, a copy of the plan?
Yeah.
Oh, we just
Or-
adopted the control plan.
Yeah, you want the policy?
Yes, I want to see what you have.
We're going ahead with that.
Good.
Just so you know, we had Pesh that came down a few years ago, right? 8, 9 years ago.
About that.
We had to redo ours because it wasn't to their satisfaction.
Okay.
So yeah, whenever we have a meeting, I'll give, whatever.
Okay.
Recreation, trustee Telisak.
On the 21st, we have the Halloween trunk or treat coming up, and then we will be moving on towards our discussion of the tree lighting.
And don't we have a memorial coming up for,
John Regan,
I'm sorry?
you mean for John Regan with,
John Regan, yes.
yeah, that's
Sometime in October.
October 28th, as far as I know.
It's on the 28th.
28th?
I
28th.
thought that's what it
All right.
was.
I forgot the date myself, to be honest.
I thought they said, yeah, what's the Halloween?
21st.
That's the 21st. And I think it was the following week.
Right, that's the 28th.
John Regan.
All right. All right, water. We do have a water department guy here.
Yeah, I want to say something like that.
You can have it.
Yeah, nothing?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to,
You gotta get up and like,
just wanted to
smile
publicly
to everybody watching. Wave.
state, despite our shortage in the field and plant, as far as personnel, and despite the shortage / transition up in the office, a lot of challenges have come up. There's future challenges thanks to the EPA, but we'll see what happens there, as we're aware of. But despite these challenges, I just wanted to thank Anne Marie Panaleo, Heather McCormick, and my coworker Jason, because over the past 3 months, we managed to identify and notify and get resolved well over a dozen toilet leaks, believe it or not, as well as service line leaks. We have 2 service line leaks, as well as we got rid of the prospect leak. Thank you, Joe. And we managed to save literally over 100,000 gallons per day.
Wow.
So just wanted, despite our challenges, we managed to achieve that. Good job.
Great job.
All because we gave you Jason.
I knew the reason we hired
I'm
you.
a problem solver.
Okay, good. Good news. Trustee Nesnick's not here for personnel or sewer.
But I have to ask the personnel committee something, and so at our meeting that we had last week, have you given it any thought about putting an ad in the paper for upstairs? And if so, can we do it? For a part-time position to float around up there. For Heather, treasurer, and Brenda.
I haven't heard, we haven't decided, I don't think, Mike, we didn't decide on that yet.
No, we did not.
Decided you didn't have a meeting afterwards? All right. Can we please have a meeting on this? 'Cause, I mean, this is
John, go
critical
ahead.
time.
Yes, sir.
Can I just
Appreciate it.
give an input on that?
Yes.
If you guys need help making that decision, obviously I've been waiting for it for the past several months. But as far as some of the duties that I just mentioned that were pushed off because of our lack of personnel, I can give you a list of things that have been pushed off and that are.
Yeah, because the bills are supposed to go out Friday and they won't go out until Monday. So
I would appreciate that
I
list.
mean, we gotta.
Bills, there's backflow preventers that I haven't looked at. in months.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
so it's-
Unfortunately, we can put it on
Waters
the back
and-
burner because of these.
I would,
We need another person up there.
We should have an emergency.
John, you can make a copy of the list.
Emergency meeting.
Yeah.
Create a list, but anything that helps.
please.
Yeah, that would help
Create a
them
list of some of those duties.
understand what
Let's make a
we're
motion to
going
put it in
through
on
with
the-
water.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you look at those 4 yet?
You want to frame a motion?
Yes.
Yeah, for a motion.
Did you make a pick?
Yes.
I'll make a motion. We put an ad on Indeed to fill the spot upstairs to help out. Is there a second?
That position would be called part-time typist.
Do they have to take a test for that?
No,
You don't have to go to the state? or
not for
anything?
part-time.
Okay, part-time? What is that called, John? What do you call it?
Typist. Typist.
Typist.
Typist.
Yeah, typewriter.
I know what that is, but is that a water board clerk you're looking for?
An all-around clerk. An all-around clerk.
Person, it's a,
Civil service calls it a typist, but it's a clerk.
They'll do.
It's administrative clerk.
there's a broad range of job duties that fall under that description.
Have a motion from trustee Ruffin to put an ad in Indeed. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Carried.
Carried.
So I'll put it in Indeed tomorrow. And I'll run it for what, 10 days?
Yeah, I'd say 10 days. That'll give you two. Right before the next board meeting, correct?
And your resume.
All right. Then you go
Just you two?
through.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody?
Working on it.
Attorney Youngworth isn't here, and I don't know if she had something for exec or not, but Mayor, I don't know if you do.
I just want to go into executive session just to talk about a matter.
You want to open the meeting up to the public?
Does the trustees got anything? Public have anything?
I got one thing on the chief's car. Is somebody gonna let Lori know to email Josh from Van Bortle so I can get this truck delivered? It's gotta come from, probably one of you, not me.
The finance committee did it?
You want me to tell her?
Yeah, because I'm calling, I already talked to him today, so he's ready. And he just needs
I'll do
to
it.
know how it went for, he would need something in writing saying that we're purchasing the vehicle.
And the truck is on state bid, right?
Yes, it is.
We're following proper procurement.
Yes,
policy.
everything that I got is on state bid.
Disembodied voice next to me here. Okay.
Yeah, well, yes.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
Anything else, anyone?
All right, we got a motion to close the meeting and go into executive session? I got one thing, that's it.
You went away for him to knock the cameras down?
You make the motion?
I'll make a motion. Close the meeting.
Is there a second?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did I miss it? Where was I?
It was a good meeting.
Just like the old.
How are you?
Moving along.
What's
You're doing
new?
a hell of a job.
That's okay.
Meeting?